Hey y'all, welcome to the Memoirs of a Sinner, a personal growth podcast by Her Kinkz.
We have all, at some point in our lives, experienced a parent or guardian calling us, asking us to come do something that they are capable of doing. Let me give y'all an example. Let me give y'all an example. Jessica, 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 do you hear me? Jessica. Now, for some reason, when they calling your name 11 times, they never hear you saying, "I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming." They never hear that. They're mute to the "I'm coming." They just get louder and louder calling your name. And when you finally get there, when you get to the desk to where they're at to see what's going on and what you need me for, they tell you to do something that they are able to do. Can you pass me that remote right there? Turn my room light off. Like, huh? Like, sis, you're not disabled. I do not recommend you calling your mother or guardian sis. Okay? This is just an analogy, okay? In our minds, we're thinking, sis, bro, you are more than able. You are not disabled, okay? Or a little bit of a reach. The time you took to call my name 11 times, you could have reached to grab that remote. You could have eased up out that bed for a hot little second, turned the light off, and sat back down. But you wanted me to come from Never Never Land to get to you to do this very thing. Now, I highly recommend that you do exactly what they tell you to do and do not question it. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself laid out between the refrigerator and the stove. I don't want you to. I want whatever God has for you, for your life. I want you to experience that to the fullest. I don't want your life to end early because you didn't got knocked upside your head for asking questions about, why did they call you to do this? Don't just be quiet. Just do what you gotta do. Do what they told you to do, and go on about your business. But we've all had a call from somebody telling us to come do something that they are more than able to do. Now, if you're not sitting down right now, go have yourself a seat, please. Cause I was shook when I had to receive this. And so I know you gonna be shook when you hear what I'm about to say, right? Listen to me, hear me out, hear me out. In Luke chapter 1, an angel came to Mary, the mother of Jesus, and told her, we're going to start at verse 15. He started telling her that she was going to give birth to the Messiah. She was going to give birth to Jesus, and she was going to have this immaculate birth. And, those of us who know the story, she's like, how am I going to have a baby? And I haven't been intimate with anyone. And so the angel comes and tells her that the Holy Spirit will come upon you and the power of the Most High will overshadow you, right? And so, she's like, okay. And this thing happens. She gets pregnant. She gives birth to Jesus without being intimate with a man. And the world gets saved, right? There's salvation for all of us because of it. But I want you all to marinate on some things, okay? So, also in Luke 1, before Mary got a word from the angel, Zechariah, which is John's father, which is Mary's cousin Elizabeth's husband, he gets a word from the angel first, right? And the angel comes to him and tells him that, I know you and your wife haven't been able to conceive a child, but I'm about to give you a child. And he's in awe. And the angel tells him that your child is going to be filled with the Holy Spirit from the womb. And so all the angel does is give Zechariah a word. He doesn't know how it's going to happen, but he knows that he got a word, right? And so his wife gets pregnant. Mary goes to visit. Mary, the mother of Jesus, was impregnated by the Spirit to carry Jesus. And she's carrying so much power, and the Holy Spirit is upon her, that something as small as a greeting can fill somebody else with the Holy Spirit. In Luke chapter 1, verses 41, it says, "When Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the baby leaped inside her, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit." So this is that word that the angel gave Zechariah that he had no idea was how it was going to come to pass. Mary walking in the house with this power in her, upon her, just greeting, saying, "Hey, what's up? Hello. What's up? What's up? What's up?" Whatever it may have been, whatever way she greeted Elizabeth, walked into that house. Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. And because she was carrying John, she was pregnant with John, John also was filled with the Holy Spirit. So she has power with her, on her, right? It says that she is the way she's going to be able to conceive this holy thing and give birth is because she's going to be resting in the shadow of the Almighty, resting in the shadow of God, of Yahweh, right? And if you are resting in his shadow, he has to be standing right next to you. In order to be in anybody's shadow, they have to be in your perimeter, in your area. So God is standing next to her. He's sitting right next to her as she's conceiving, nurturing, giving birth, hanging out at Elizabeth's house. This Holy Spirit is with her, upon her, and God is right next to her every single step of the way, right? And so now he's a grown man. He's a fully grown man come John chapter 2, and he performs his first miracle. But pause before we get to the actual miracle. In John chapter 2, verse 3, it says, "When the wine ran out, Jesus' mother told him, 'They don't have any wine.'" And in verse 4, Jesus said, "What this got to do with me, woman? It ain't even my time. Why are you asking me?" Okay, this not even my wedding. This not even my wedding. Why are you coming to me telling me that they have ran out of wine? Like you need me to step in to do something about it, right? And most importantly, you got power. Man, listen, go on, sit down. I told y'all needed to be sitting down. Mary has power. The same spirit that is in her son is upon her, right? God, listen. Why do we think that when God has used us in a great and mighty way, he has used us in a season in a powerful way, and we're able to move and shake some stuff? Why do we think once that season is over, once we have given birth to that or done that thing he has called us to do, that he has left us hanging afterward? That he just said, "All right, I didn't did what I need to do with you. You going on about your day. I'm finished with you. You done for it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for you. Take your jersey off, hang your jersey up, retire that jersey. It is finished, right?" What makes us think that the same power, we got history, right? We have a history with God from when he has used us for something. That history is our example, and it shows us and tell us what we are capable of, the type of power that we have. Why was Mary coming to ask Jesus to do something that she had the power to do? She had God the Father. He did not decide. He didn't make a decision that it does not say that after he used Mary, he walked away. He's no longer in her perimeter. She's no longer resting in his shadow. He was still walking alongside of her. He was still with her. The Holy Spirit didn't leave her because she gave birth. He's not he the Holy Spirit is so good. He's not limited to just one person at one time. He can be everywhere at all times doing all things, okay? Yes, the Holy Spirit was inside of Jesus and operating in Jesus, but he was also still in Mary. He was also still in John. Come on now. So, Mary asking Jesus for something she had the power, she could have turned water into wine. Why are you asking me? Why are you coming to me asking me to do something that you were already given the power to do? Now, don't just go with your power and just start doing all kind of stuff. Make sure that it's something God the Father also wants you to be doing. But if it's a righteous thing, a good thing, a holy thing, and he has given you that desire for it, you can go do it without the additionals, right? Without trying to wait for him to make a move for you. Like, you can go and start executing, right? Start making those moves, start doing the thing, because his spirit is in you, leading you, giving you that. You have the power. God has given you the power. Jesus has given you that same spirit in him. What you gonna do with it? What are you going to do with it? Are you gonna keep being stagnant, waiting, saying, "Oh, God, I know you gave me this desire, but I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for you to make a move." And he's like, "I've given you the Why are you asking me? I've given you the power. Go ahead and go do that thing. I put the desire in your heart. Go on and do it. We have a history. I've shown you already what you are capable of doing with my spirit in you. You got all the things lined up. You have his spirit. You have him leading you. You have him giving you the desire for it. Execute. Execute. Stop asking for something you have the power to do. Stop being lazy and being stagnant, waiting around, hoping and praying for a move when you have the power. You are more than able. Elevation Worship has a song called More Than Able, and I'm about to just turn the lyrics a little bit and speak life into you. Okay? You ready? When did you start to forget all of the great and mighty things he has already used you to do? When did you throw away your faith, thinking you weren't capable of doing the impossible? How did you start to believe that his spirit within you wasn't sufficient enough? And why do you talk yourself out of doing a miracle when you are more than able? So guess what? It's time for you to gain your confidence back and put your trust in the Holy Spirit that's in you to lead you, to guide you, to help you do a miracle. Because guess what? Imagine, imagine with all of the faith with just a little bit of faith, with just mustard seed faith, what you can do. What can you do with just a little bit of faith? And if you can just touch and agree with somebody else, you might be alone in this. You might be on your own, right? Nobody may be believing or trusting this thing for you. You can touch and agree with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So if the Father gave you the desire and the Son and the Holy Spirit are also coming together with you, can you imagine what you could do if you got in on that and had the faith too, to believe that you can do this thing? Can you imagine, with all of the faith in that room, what you are capable of doing, what the Lord can do in you and through you again? I can imagine. I believe in you. I'm excited for you. I believe that He can still use you. I believe He still wants to use you. I believe that He's still looking forward and ready and celebrating and encouraged, like Deion Sanders was last Saturday when the Colorado Buffs was playing TCU. He believed, he believed, he believed, and it happened. Okay. If you're not a believer, you a believer now, okay? But I believe that God has that same enthusiasm for you. He believes. He knows what you're capable of. You done trained for this. There's a history of it. You own the team. You were picked for the team. You got your number. You earned your number because of what you were capable of. Now you got to get ready for the next game. It ain't over. It's not over until you get the championship, right? Till the season is over. And your season isn't over. Your season is not over. You are still walking this earth. You are still breathing. He can still use you. He's still right there with you. His spirit's still right there in you. Let's go. Let's go. Okay? Regain your confidence. It's showtime. It is prime time, dog. It is prime time. I love you all in real life.
If you'd like to stay connected, you can follow me on Instagram at the Insta About Her, TheinstaAboutHer, and make sure you subscribe and leave a review.